What's up, guys? I am back to bring you your recap on Married to Medicine Season 6, Episode 10. I believe. If I'm wrong, look in the description box because it will be correct. It is titled Trouble in Paradise, and this recap is a tad bit delayed, but it will not be denied because we're only a day late, my God. But I will say it did start off with us finding out that Dr. Jackie has cut back on her schedule a little bit to make time for her family and Curtis. And that may be why, although Jackie is not to blame for Curtis cheating, my God, although I do have to call Curtis's stot ass out from what he said on last week because I forgot to say this. Am I the only person who caught Curtis at the Black Love party when Mariah showed up as Cookie? He said in the confessional, and Dr. Jackie gave him a side eye, he said, my God, that is a cookie that I would love to put in my pocket. I was so confused. I don't know what he meant, but that was so inappropriate, especially coming from somebody who has been exposed as a cheater in the media, my God. And your wife took you back. But the next thing that we did see was Dr. Heavenly showing up at Dr. Contessa's home, as well as Quad did show up to support her, bring her a gift bag, show her love, make sure she was feeling okay and doing well. And the funny thing to me was when Dr. Heavenly said in her confessional, why would Contessa get some regular ass breasts? You went through a double mastectomy, my God, then had reconstructive surgery to get your regular old ass breasts, and I totally agree. Her breasts look so regular. If you were gonna go through the additional pain and trauma of getting the breast replaced, why not get you something a little extra, my God? Just a tad bit. For her to have a B, maybe a C, why you didn't get at least like a full C going into a D maybe? And not that it has to be over exaggerated, but you already went through the process. So I mean, at least make it look like something extra, my God. So I totally agree with Dr. Heavenly for calling out Dr. Contessa, my God, Dr. Contessa for getting these regular ass breasts. Then we saw like a split cam of Mariah at Dr. Simone's house, and they were recapping everything that happened at the Black Love gathering, a get together that Mariah had. And Mariah is still bothered that Heavenly and or Quad did not show up. I am not sure why Mariah is so stuck on Quad showing up to a Black Love gathering and not understanding that it would be uncomfortable. And I think Dr. Simone did acknowledge that it would be uncomfortable for her based on what she's going through. But then Dr. Simone threw unnecessary shade and said that if Quad could not come to the Black Love event, why should she be allowed to go to the couples trip in Antigua, my God? And I get it a little bit, but the difference is Quad can actually go to Antigua and sit out on certain couples' things, my God, because they are still her friends, and just be on the beach by herself, opposed to the Black Love Gala or event was intended for everyone to be together, my God. So I'm just thrown off that Dr. Simone is being an asshole, even though she is right in some of the things that she says, or even though her feelings are valid. I'm surprised she's being an asshole for requiring Quad to respond the same way as she thinks she would in a divorce situation, especially because we all don't respond the same way. And again, as I've stated in previous recaps, Quad is the only one so far on this show that has officially gone through a divorce, my God, and has been publicly embarrassed, because the reality of it is there has been assumptions of Cecil having cheated with that friend, but there was no confirmation, my God. She may have just been a friend who was just always around and probably giving Cecil some companionship, but maybe no coochie. But we know for a fact, do we know for a fact that Dr. G got some coochie from the girl? I mean, if he made it to the hotel room, he got something, some head or some, if he didn't get some coochie, he got some head, my God. Next, we did see this big old moment with all the couples finding out from the blogs and reading the blogs that they said that Quad took all of the furniture from the house. I thought it was hilarious that it was even a topic of discussion amongst all of the couples. And Dr. Heavenly said that, you know, she deserved to get something out of it if she wasn't going to at least set it on fire. And then it was funny because Toya kind of contradicts herself later on, because she said she would not have taken any furniture because she would not have been the one moving out of the house. to insinuate or suggest that if something ever happened, she would be keeping the house, the furniture, and everything else, my God. But it was a very funny moment because these couples who are in the spotlight reading the blogs, when they know firsthand from their own experiences that the blogs will twist and turn things. And then the reality of it is, who from the blogs, well, I was gonna say, where did they get the info from? But clearly they have gotten it from Dr. G and his messy ass. But, I mean, if they were a couple, is it wrong if Quad took the furniture, my God? I mean, she didn't move out. She left him the house. She didn't put him out. So, I mean, she took the furniture. She left the house. She left him with something, my God. Yet we still don't even know if it's true or false. Next, we saw that Dr. Eugene told Toya that he didn't invite Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott on the couples trip, and Toya said if they don't make up during this time frame, they will never see them coming back from this breakup or issue. But it's funny because I've noticed that Toya has had worse issues. She even physically fought Mariah, and now y'all are BFFs, but you have no real beef with Dr. Contessa, other than her not giving you a heads up about her father's illness and not coming to Dr. Eugene's party to where it's no coming back. Toya is so immature and irrational. It's no coming back from this, but you are friends with Mariah, girl, bye. Next in the episode, everyone arrived in Antigua, and on the bus to their villas, Quad did share that she walked into a club and saw Dr. G with a woman backing it up on him to the zipper, my God, and she was so emotional. And this is why I don't understand why the public assumes that Quad used Dr. G for a come up, did not love him, was a gold digger. There are too many emotions involved for things that affect somebody who loves someone. If she was so focused on just being a come up, and now she has made her way and at the platform that she wanted to be at by marrying him, and now she's out and didn't want kids, why would something like seeing him in a club dancing up on a woman bother her? That shows that she really did love this man, my God, and was trying her best. I'm so confused with the public judging her and making their own assumptions about what her intentions were. How the fuck do you know what Quad's intentions were with him? There is no true evidence of her trying to use him, my God. They were married long before this show, my God, and plenty of people get married or desire to marry partners who have it going on, my God. And I don't think Quad came with nothing. I mean, maybe she did because Mariah said she did, my God. But the reality of it is I don't see it, and I will be the first to call someone out on using someone because I've been in that position, my God. But I don't see it at all. I just don't see. I don't see the fakery from Quad's emotions. I don't see the fakery coming forth. There is too much emotion and there's too much of a struggle and too much hurt there for her to have used him. People who are using someone can move on with their lives, act peaceful, happy, and publicly do all of these great things and never show any hurt. And if they are showing hurt, you can see that there are cracks in where they're just putting on for the public, my God. And I don't see that happening with Quad because it's the smallest things that are triggering her, my God. She's the one being triggered. So I'm gonna say a bit confused about people's opinions about her relationship, my God, but it is what it is. And so with her sharing that it was a sad moment, and that came up because I think it was Dr. Eugene who was still trying to do what Toya does and put off on Quad that you're still married, my God, and then smack Dr. Eugene's ass upside the head with the T. And this is why I've said in the past, Dr. Eugene and Toya have that spirit of stupid on them, my God. It is running rampant in their lives. It's hovering over their house. There is a spirit of stupid on the both of them. Because here he goes trying to defend his friend, my God, and had no clue the friend was in the club with a woman dancing up on his dick. Next, Dr. Heavenly made a statement in reference to everyone picking rooms. She said that she and Dr. Daddy deserve the best room because they have the best marriage. And my thing is, I'm all for someone having a phenomenal marriage, but it just feels like Heavenly is always trying to sell us this fraudulent dream. You all have issues. Everyone has issues, my God. So you claim you have this perfect marriage. She says it too much, like she's trying to convince us as well as herself, my God. Then that whole moment with figuring out the rooms, well, it was cute, I must say first. It was cute to see Dr. Jackie and Curtis. Dr. Jackie and Cecil. Dr. Jackie and Curtis. I get their husbands mixed up, my God, because of the C's. Dr. Jackie and Curtis. And Curtis running upstairs, him protecting her from everyone else so she can get a head start because she hurt her leg while working out. And them on the bed and then, you know, trying to mark their territory. It was such a beautiful moment to see when it comes to the couples and just being happy and being in love and being playful. But that whole moment with finding rooms when Toya took Dr. Contessa and that crew over to their villa because she split people up because she said she is about having a peaceful sleep and rest. So I believe it was Toya Mariah and Dr. Jackie and Simone in the same villa, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it wasn't. I know in the other it was Contessa, I think it was Contessa, Quad, and Dr. Simone, maybe. I'm not sure. I didn't write that down because it's pretty much irrelevant at this point. But the bigger thing to address was Toya hitting Dr. Contessa in her breast when she was taking her to the room, all because she saw a hermit crab. Now, I know that Dr. Contessa was in pain. She shared with Dr. Scott that she hoped that Toya did not do it intentionally, my God. And so I have mixed feelings. I don't know what I feel. I don't know. I don't think she did it on purpose. I don't think she did because Toya is just extra, my God. But I do know how Dr. Contessa is just annoyed to the utmost about this craziness with Toya because Toya is dead ass wrong in their whole issue with each other, my God. And I do know Dr. Jackie said the pain probably wasn't as bad, but it was worse because it was actually Toya who Dr. Contessa has the issue with. But Dr. Contessa did make, you know, a great point that the only person she has an issue with hit her in the chest on this trip and not her face, not her knee, not her shoulder, but her chest, my God. It's so hard, but I do believe in my heart that Toya did not mean it. On the bus, she did break down crying because everyone informed her, my God, that Dr. Contessa insinuated that maybe, or at least questioned that she did it on purpose. I do know Quad said that she took up for Toya, said she didn't mean it. She said everyone knows she did not mean to do it on purpose. I was thrown off though with Dr. Simone saying that Dr. Contessa was wrong for even asking the question. She just asked the question. And it was interesting because Dr. Simone said Toya hitting Dr. Contessa was an accident, but her insinuating that she did it on purpose was not an accident. And my thing is, I feel like if someone who I don't like, not getting along with, hits me accidentally, I have the right to question if it was intentional or not, my God, especially because I'm the fucking pain. And Dr. Scott and everyone else confirmed, I think Dr. Heavenly confirmed her breast was swollen and there was bruising, my God. So she didn't just hit her lightly. I don't believe she did it on purpose, but the reality of it is, it happened. I do feel bad because Toya did break down crying. She said for her to get the fuck out her villa. And it was just like, regardless of what she insinuated, your ass still hit her and your ass is still also the reason why you guys have issues. So I know it was a moment of anger that Toya reacted out of, but the reality of it is, I mean, it happened. You didn't mean it. That's still not a reason for you to kick her out your villa. But they calmed her down and I know they made their way to the fire and ice dinner. Now they had a whole gift giving moment. I didn't write down everything because I wanted to just focus on the most important things. It was beautiful to see that Dr. Simone and Cecil Curtis, that he said that he loved her. He gave her the I love you that she needed, as well as a gift that said, if you don't hear it from me, this is a reminder that I love you. And that's all she has been asking about, for him to publicly say, I love you. So that was so sweet. He also gave her a Louis Vuitton clutch or purse, but I just love the fact that he was still focused on hearing his wife and giving her the I love you. And I think the I love you is more important than the purse he gave her, my God. Also, it was great to see that although Quad was there alone, Heavenly was friend enough, my God, to give Quad a gift because she didn't have a spouse to exchange gifts with. And it was just a great moment. It showed a great side of Dr. Heavily, to where even she said, people question my ability to be a friend, and I have a gift for Quad because of her going through what she's going through and being here alone. So that was a great moment to see. Then the questions game that came up from Toya. It was so funny to see that Cecil's ass, I told you guys, Cecil has some shade and has some dry humor that just takes me out of here. He was asked, what would he do if he woke up the next morning and was the opposite sex? And he said he would get on Instagram and start twerking like all these girls do to make that coin, my guy. And I thought it was so funny that he even said that. But more importantly, Toya, I think, asked Dr. Eugene, would he cheat? He said no. Quad said, you better not ask Dr. G, my God. Although Mariah said you should ask Aiden, which was shade because Aiden has cheated. But when Quad said don't ask Dr. G, then Toya's ass said why not? And then Quad said because he's done it, he did it. And she said, oh, I'm just still focused on you taking all the furniture out the house. My God, Toya is so stupid. I think it was Dr. Jackie who said she wished she had a dart to hit Toya upside the neck so it could stop her from talking, my God, because she says the dumbest stuff. First of all, you're bringing up the blogs, which is hearsay, to a fellow person who is a personality in the public, and you know how things can be twisted. But for you to also come across like her taking the furniture is more important than her husband possibly cheating on her, my God. And I think earlier on this episode at some point, Quad did say, I think in reference to Dr. G having been at the club dancing up on that girl and the side chick in a sense getting an upgrade, she said that the reality of it is, for you to have a boo that fast that you're out publicly with, y'all was screwing and doing it, dipping and diving long before the marriage was over. This ain't no new, but you just gave the side chick an upgrade. So I totally agree to an extent because I know in my situation in the past, I made my partner aware before I moved on to something pre-divorce being confirmed, my God. But I do know my partners in the past, or my partner in the past, my God, already had somebody that I didn't know about. Although I agree with Quad because my partner or husband, an ex-husband in the past, had somebody or has somebody now who he's in a relationship with that existed our whole entire marriage, my God. Well, I publicly like I was to blame for seemingly moved on faster before the divorce when he had been moved on long before even conversations of me asking for a divorce. So I totally agree. If you have a boo that quickly that you're publicly showing off and you haven't informed your spouse ahead of time, then yeah, I do believe that person probably existed long before divorce was even a topic of discussion, my God. Last but not least, let's address this Dr. Heavenly versus Mariah East Coast, West Coast beef. They were, in a sense, trying to defend Quad, but then were getting upset that one was defending her more than the other. I do believe that Dr. Heavenly's defense of Quad was genuine because she said she has shared enough while Mariah is trying to force Quad to share even more, my God. And I love that Dr. Daddy said, you are not required to share anything that you don't want to share. It is her business to share it when she wants to, regardless if you're friends or not. And that is so spot on. She has shared. And that was Dr. Heavenly's defense. So I think Dr. Heavenly was all the way right until she mentioned that Mariah's mama was a fool. But she only said it because Mariah called her a fool for taking up and defending her against Quad, because Mariah feels like that no one can defend Quad for her or against her because she knows her the longest. But y'all also have had the biggest issues between each other, my God. So I'm just not so sure about that, especially because y'all have not always been in a great space. But at the same time, if you know Quad the longest, why do you keep putting her in positions to open up publicly when she's not ready, especially because she has already shared, I think, more than enough. And I know Mariah's stance is we can't defend Quad on what we don't know. The reality of it is, why is she required to share every nook and cranny of things that happen and is going on with her divorce? If she wants to, yes. If she does not want to, respect it. But she doesn't have to say, I took the furniture today, I did this today. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. Divorce is horrible, and that's what she's going through, my God. Give her her damn space. That's why I had some respect for Dr. Daddy finally speaking up and taking a stance on something. He brought it. He said, yes, it's your business to not share anything or to share. Now, the whole moment with the your mama thing between Dr. Daddy versus Dr. Aiden. Mariah had no right to address Dr. Daddy to tell him to get his bitch in check. Like, that is just too far. Keep the BS between the women, my God, because now it trickled over into the men, and Dr. Aiden's ass is wrong for coming at Dr. Daddy, because the reality of it is still a woman's argument. Now you made it a man's argument, and Dr. Daddy had every right, all of that Dr. Eugene was holding him back to whoop Aiden's ass because you need to stay in your place. And Dr. Eugene said, well, he's just defending his wife. Well, Dr. Daddy's defending his damn crazy ass wife too, my God. So I am just so over it. I do know that Heavenly is out of order a lot of times, but for Mariah to crack the flute like she was going to create a shank, my God, to shank Heavenly because of this situation of her defending Quad, to not have to speak up or share more than she wants to, I just throw my hands up. And Toya claimed that she was going to be able to have the best couples trip because Dr. Heavenly did so bad last year. I think Mariah pulling out a shank, well, not even pulling out a shank, breaking the flute to make a shank is worse than last year already, my God. Then you done hit Dr. Contessa in the chest and she just had surgery not so long ago. So Toya, while your accommodations are probably better, I'm not sure that you are not on the same path already as Dr. Heavenly was last year, my God. So that's about it, guys. I mean, it ended at that moment. Please make sure you comment down below. Follow me on all social media outlets. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notifications and share this video. Thank you, guys. Bye.